Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So that's got things underway. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's 4-3-3.
Yeah, Peter, you can look at this formation 1 minute and think that it is 4-3-3, and the next time you check, it'll be 4-5-1. And it's all to do with whether you've got the ball or not, and the wider attacking players being asked to apply defensive discipline too. When it does turn to a 5 across midfield, then the shape of this team takes on a much tidier, compact defensive look.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Getting up there! But he's left disappointed.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Luis Suarez! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Brazil with the corner. They're first. He's rising! And now they can spring out and defend. Goes for the shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Frank Rijkaard's presence here in the middle will be massive, Peter. He's so physically dominant, such a destroyer.
But he does have a certain X factor as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, and that's the side of his game that makes him so special, that ability to play on the front foot, triggering counter-attacks.
Shapes to shoot! Oh, he's hit the bar! Davids. It may be goalless, but it is not without interest.
Yeah, the tempo is strong and the game has flair and lots of potential for me.
And it's Otto. Great vision. He's in a great position here. And reclaimed it in a trice. Davids. Oh, he's going to be Oh, that's ambitious. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Dani Olmo. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Quality ball. Messi. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Could move up a gear here. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. Dani Olmo. Davids. That'll be a throw. Gabriel. Dani Olmo plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. And here's Suarez.
Suarez really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Puskás unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now this could be a Brazilian counter-attack. Messi. Dani Olmo. Dani Olmo cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
And that's really well manoeuvred. Davids.
Brazil are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Brazil have a free kick. Baresi is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
And no, just off target. Looking for options for movement. Oh, well played. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Brazil clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
That's a little off target. Gabriel is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos just loves to go full. And a shot! Goal! Brazil! Such thrill, such noise, and how this matters. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. So a couple of front-footed alterations here, a pair of forwards entering the field.
It's a bold move. The manager's made his intentions pretty clear. He's going for this.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now, and the other has to tone it down.
Davids gets his final warning.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
Nicely shaped ball. Well, that has not gone well. And it's Luis Suarez. Oh, good spread. Looking for the run.
Well, it's a move of great promise.
Shoots! Oh, it rattles the bar. The message. And that signals the end of the first period. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Brazil go in at half-time with a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Brazil leading via the game's only goal, 1-0 at the break. The second period is on the way. Brazil leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Roberto Carlos. Plays it across. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Olise makes a move down the right. Dani Olmo. Rijkaard. Rijkaard gets across and deals with it. Pass just lacking in accuracy. Mbappe. No way through there. Now it's Messi. Can he get it through? And this is Batistuta. That's a pretty loose pass. He's having a hit! And that is wildly off target.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Knocks it into space. Olise. Referee has just said play on. And they can counter here. And it's Luis Suarez. Dani Olmo looking understandably energised after his goal. Under an awful lot of pressure. It's a searching pass. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. He's shifting through the gears here. Mbappe. Great chance! It's in! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
The angle was unkind, but he has hit the spot.
Of course, there's a question mark over the keeper on his near post there, but it was such a clever finish to spot the gap and find it.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Nice interception, well timed. Roberto Carlos does really well to win the ball there. Tries to pass it through. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Davids. Passing is crisp and sharp. Lovely pass, but can he... Goes for a shot! Messi! Genius! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And they're back in front. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Brazil are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? And they've been given a corner. Well, there's the clearance. Messi. Now, can they get him away?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Baresi. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Otto. And it's played in. Oh, good climb! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. Well, there's going to be a major shake-up in the attack here.
Well, it looks like he's playing his trump card. That'll inject a lot of energy up front.
That's an imaginative pass. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Otto gets over and intercepts. Davids. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Mbappe. Can he finish? And no mistake. What remarkable powers of recovery.
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. So again, we have parity.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank.
And he cuts out the supply. Davids plays a sharp little ball here. Schmeichel gets his hands on it and the danger is averted.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Ronaldo showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Ambitious ball here. Rijkaard. Silvestre kept his eye on it, and he's there. Dink through, and it's been hooked away, and claimed it back swiftly. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And here's Mbappe. Tries the cross. Raya claims it without any fuss.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And the shot! It's bounced back off the post. Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Oh, the pass was sublime. The finish was substandard. What a disappointment. Well, they've got to get everyone forward, and maybe even the keeper.
There will be 4 extra minutes. Well read, nice interception. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And that will be it. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end. Not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result, in my opinion.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So it's down to business here. Messi, playing game number 100 for his current employers.
Well, that milestone might be on the back of his mind, Peter, although I'm pretty sure he'll just go about his business as usual. It's just one of the many achievements he'll go on to.
Good effort from distance. And the goalkeeper watches it past.
No, it's a fair attempt. I think he felt he could line one up there. The odds were never really in his favour.
Oh, played through for the wide man. Salah. Oh, sweet feet. Rodri. Rice. He's in a great position here. Luis Suarez. Messi. Pass somewhat off target. Cafu. And it's Salah. Mohamed Salah. Upright and purposeful. Cafu. That's going across goal. Dani Olmo with the clearance. Now it's Luis Suarez. Now he's running away. And he's being shifted off it. Silvestre did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. He's got away. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to...
Big chance! Goal! Brazil! And Brazil take the lead. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Vasco da Gama are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Knocks it into space. And no, that was never going to make it. And here's Mohamed Salah. He's picked his way through. Incoming delivery. Impressive jump. And that's a sharp finish. That is remarkable. All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
He is through here. Delivers the ball. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
That's been cut out. Well played. Rice. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Neuer. He has found a way through. Baresi. That's a good ball out wide. It's Salah! Cannavaro getting this one clear. And this is Neymar! He doesn't look too happy with that. Mohamed Salah. That is good strength. And he can clear it away. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Aimed beyond the defence. He's found a way through. And across. And that has been knocked clear. Neymar. It's Neymar! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Neymar. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Baresi attempts it. He's had a shot! Oh, quite a hit and quite a touch too.
A good disguise on that, though. I don't think many people would have expected him to absolutely clatter it the way he did.
Rice. Neymar providing an outlet on that flank. That's a decent clearance. And this is Mohamed Salah. Played it again up there. And goal! Vasco da Gama! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Vasco da Gama with the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Rijkaard. Over to the right flank. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, that's an excellent interception. Neymar is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Played out towards the right wing. That's a lovely, neat pass. And a chance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
This possibly the last play of the half. Keeper has taken decisive action. Oh, that's a fine interception. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Messi. And that is the end of the first half. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. So, there was the first half.
Oh, what a half, Peter. What a half. It really has had a bit of everything. Two sides going tooth and nail, trying to win this from the off. If only all games could serve this up.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. And here is the first touch of the second half.
Brazil can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Roberto Carlos. Brazil different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Looking for options for movement. Raul plays a sharp little ball here. Roberto Carlos. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Nicely shaped ball. Roberto Carlos.
That's good play from him.
Can he get on the end of this? Brazil needed that. They really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
He's on it. Can he get it? Oh, he's been caught napping. Shot a goal! It's anyone's ball now. So can they find a way to turn around this deficit? It's a really well-measured ball. Mohamed Salah. And he's managed to get free. And the shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Mohamed Salah actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Raul has found the net here, of course. Roll! And he nearly went all the way.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
He won't be happy with that one. Ball's played through.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Now it's real chance! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no. Rice plays it short. He's gone for goal! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Tries to play it through. Raya breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Now it's Batistuta. And he was quick to react. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Now it's Luis Suarez. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Luis Suarez, and it's Inzaghi. And there's the shot! Chance for a shot! And a neat finish! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. So the lead now is 2.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Can he get it through? He's shifting through the gears here. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Davids. More and more pressure on the ball here. Mbappe! It's Inzaghi! And that really should have been that.
Well, his movement has certainly picked up. He's got that decisive goal on his mind.
Can he spark a counter here? And this is Luis Suarez. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Now it's Luis Suarez. Nicely weighted ball. Cruyff! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Great vision. And he welcomes it in. Cafu. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Oh, can he get onto this? Nice bit of skill and he's away. Rui Costa. It's Rui Costa! And that would have been some goal.
Rui Costa can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
Cannavaro promptly onto that, and that is that. looking to pass their way up the pitch. 2 minutes to be added on. And that's that. Brazil played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so promisingly from their perspective, but they are leaving here feeling utterly deflated. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So off we go then. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you.
Tries from distance. Oh, that was wicked. A truly wicked effort.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
That pass has been well intercepted. And here's Suarez. Goes looking wide. Plays a sharp little ball here. And here's Batistuta. Oh, what a mistake. He's having a shot! Superb goal!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one.
Takes a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Rijkaard. And they can counter here. And it's Batistuta. That is ended up in no man's land. Batistuta is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And that is a little undercooked. Played down the flank.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And he's managed to get free. Davids. Brazil leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Shot. Luis Suarez! There is the genius of Luis Suarez! He's got himself an absolute peach. They are purring, truly purring. A truly one. Getting up there! Nearly, but not quite.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Messi. Threads one in. Oh, strongly challenged there. Ronaldinho. Batistuta. Davids does really well to win the ball there. Roberto Carlos. And he's had it nicked away. Rijkaard. And that was asking for too much. Out of play for a goal kick. That's a pretty loose pass. Pass somewhat off target. Dani Olmo. Raya getting this one clear. Davids. Now it's Luis Suarez. Now it's Batistuta. Tries to pass it through. He won't be happy with that one. Cannavaro. Great vision. Cute ball. Now, how can he reach it? He's picked his way through. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And here's Dani Olmo. Batistuta. Shot at goal! And it's there! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
A case now of complete control. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Dani Olmo plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Rijkaard gets a foot in here. That has been slung wide. And here's Batistuta. Dani Olmo. Davids. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Rijkaard. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Rijkaard. Now it's Batistuta. Davids looking to pass their way up the pitch. And we've reached half-time. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Brazil looking like the only team in this. They lead by 3. We're on the move again. Roberto Carlos. Rijkaard. And it's Neymar. It's a really well-measured ball. He's found the way through. Ronaldinho. Great chance! And no mistake. It could be a lifeline. 2 more needed. Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
So could they be onto something here? And here's Inzaghi. Now it's Inzaghi. Davids, spread it left. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Whistle's gone, that's foul. And it's Batistuta. Now it's Dani Olmo. And no, that was never going to make it. Jordan Henderson.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Cruzeiro clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Roberto Carlos. Luis Suarez. Albert Ferrer producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Ronaldinho. Roberto Carlos. Davids did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. He's being urged to shoot. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Cannavaro. Aim forwards. Knocks it into space. Batistuta. Oh, easy pickings there. Luis Suarez. There's the shot! Well taken goal. And he is just ripping it up.
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Brazil, palpably stronger, better, superior. And here's Inzaghi. And it's Rijkaard. And that interception was most necessary. Rijkaard. Rijkaard really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Half an hour gone in the second half. Here's found chance! And that is a truly outstanding save.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Luis Suarez. Luis Suarez is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Not the most accurate pass. Some are shouting for a corner, but the referee says goal kick. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, that's fabulous. Henderson defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Davids. Mendes makes a dash for it. Jordan Henderson. Now it's Messi. And that has been cut short. Nuno Mendes. He's shifting through the gears here. Little doubt, that is a foul. And he's going to have his name taken.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace.
Not too many have the power or indeed the accuracy from this range. Would he dare to have a go? That is some save from Khan. Great football, shot and save.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Neymar. Can he get on the end of this? And this is Inzaghi. And they're quick to get it back. And the shot! Mbappe! Irrepressible! A finish right from the top draw. He has given that the... And that is as far as it goes. Brazil can take all the spoils, and it is nothing less than what they are perfectly entitled to following this splendid display of poise, potency and proficiency. Luis Suarez just could not help himself, could he? 3 goals to his name. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. So it's down to business here. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, a team's...
Oh, great leap! But he's left disappointed. Kukçu. Kimmich. He's got away. In towards the back stick. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Now it's Luis Suarez. Rijkaard. And Silvestre. Van Nistelrooy. Cannavaro did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And this is Luis Suarez. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Big chance! Goal! Brazil! A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Manchester United finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Pele. Passing is crisp and sharp. Passes short and sharp. Mbappe. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Kimmich kept his eye on it, and he's there. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Now it's Donadoni, and he's managed to get free. Donadoni plays it in.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Towering header! No, not the best of headers. And reclaimed it in a trice. Cannavaro. Messi. Batistuta. Dani Olmo. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Pele will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Mbappe. Mbappe! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Corner number 2 then. Batistuta with the clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. Tries to play it through. And he's decided to go for it. And no one is overly concerned about that.
Well, he's hit it well enough for me. I suppose it could be a deliberate attempt to just draw that defence out.
And this is... And Batistuta! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Pele quietly revving up. And it's Luis Suarez. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Not the most accurate pass. A probing pass. Now that's well seen too. And here's Messi. Driving forward. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Dani Olmo has it in a wide position. That's a pretty loose pass. Dani Olmo! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Well, you have to say how clever the pass was. It caught the defence off guard because of the disguise on it, and it makes it all the more disappointing that he didn't top it off with a finish.
Raya gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Pele. And here's Van Nistelrooy. Oh, the whistle's gone. What's he given? No, the referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick. So the last big chance, perhaps, before half-time.
Well, I think they could do with making this count, especially from here.
He's having a go. Oh, smart save. He had plenty to do.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Into stoppage time, very little left on it. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Kimmich gets it clear. And that brings the first half to a close. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Some first half thoughts?
Brazil really have looked very good in transitions, so I'll be expecting more of the same in this second half. They just need to remain patient and just wait for that chance to break again.
Brazil are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for. So let's get the ball rolling. Brazil currently ahead by the smallest of margins. He's found a way past. He has found the way through. Drills one in. Baresi is there and he can get that clear. Defending was strong and firm. Messi absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Well,
and there's the shot! That had everyone off their seats.
oh, he overcooked that one, aiming for perfection, and he got it slightly wrong.
Kimmich. Brazil come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Saliba kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Shot a goal! And the ball's come loose here. So, third corner of the game.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And he's quick to snatch it back. Pele. Pele showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Nicely weighted ball. Pele. Nice looking ball.
Brazil have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Donadoni. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Real chance! And he should have made them pay.
Messi has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd...
He's gone for goal! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Cruyff is offering a wry smile there.
And that should get the job done. Played out to the left flank. Hangs one in. That's a decent clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. Well timed, excellent interception. And here's Suarez. He's had a shot! And that is well cleared. Oh, that's sweet, almost telepathic. Oh, he's having a go! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Looking here to chip it through. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Well, it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out. That's just playing it safe and simple. Brazil surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
And the shot! So close to drawing level.
Well, I think that look says it all, Peter. Brilliant save from the keeper. He read the situation superbly.
Corner number 4 coming up here. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Brazil are looking to go forward now. Rijkaard calmly anticipates. Roberto Carlos. Oh, this looks sharp. That's a lovely, neat pass. That has been slung wide. And here's Suarez.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. Okay, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more...
It's Luis Suarez! More pressure on the opposition goal.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Now that looks a decent ball.
Manchester United really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
That is good alertness.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
And it's Batistuta. And the volley. Rijkaard is the and time is up. Relief finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So it's away we go then. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
Yeah, time after time, it is a tale of the extraordinary, and we've come to expect the extraordinary from him.
We have.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Played towards the other side. Odo. And that pass just didn't quite work. Odo is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Takes a shot! Oh, it's come loose. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Roberto Carlos. And that's a terrific effort. It's bounced back off the post.
Brazil definitely are on top of things in these early stages, Peter. If this is how they intend to go on, I think the opposition might see some trouble.
And he's managed to gift it back. Pull it. Well, it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Well, they've made all the inroads and their confidence is taking on a growth spurt.
Messi. Nicely weighted ball. And he's intervened well there. Rivaldo. Spread to the right. Davids deals with that comfortably. Could move up a gear here. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Dani Olmo plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Delivered low. Gattuso calmly anticipates.
Milan really do like to play the long ball.
And how does that work for them?
Well, you don't want the ball just coming back at you, Peter. You need somebody in there who'll make it stick.
And this is Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic! It's anyone's ball. Oh, he's been caught napping. Delivered across. And that should get the job done. And it's Otto. Pull it. Otto in acres of space out wide. He's rising! No, couldn't quite control it.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Batistuta showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Pull it. Gattuso has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Now Otto. And here's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now, what about a counter-attack? And here's Batistuta.
Batistuta really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Rivaldo picks it up out wide. Roberto Carlos. Oh, nice touch. Engages and forces him off the ball. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Nicely aimed pass. Some really good ball movement. Davids. Now it's Batistuta. Now it's Luis Suarez. And he thumps it clear. Davids. Luis Suarez. Dani Olmo. Oh, what a... And the finish! And it's a goal!
I think this is a very welcome time for a goal, Peter. There was a momentary drop-off into defence, and he was just too good a player to miss that. A special talent has given us all a very special memory.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency. It's Rivaldo! Oh, it's hit the post! And needless to say, that deserved better.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Plays a sharp little ball here. Messi. Oh, that was vital. Gattuso. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And it's half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Brazil can look back at a decent first half. 1-0 the score. We're on the move again. Brazil currently ahead by the smallest of margins. And here's Rivaldo. And it's Hullet. Ah, that's a fine interception. That's going to go a long way. Davids producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. He's found a way through, and that has been cut short. Odo. Rivaldo going after that. Roberto Carlos. Cannavaro does well to get it back.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Brazil do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Can he finish? Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. Brazil have the chance to go the other way. He's shifting through the gears here. Threads one in. Cristiano Ronaldo crosses. And that is expertly dealt with.
Brazil clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. He's got away. 60 minutes played. Goes for the shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Towering header! Harmlessly behind. Roberto Carlos, renowned for his long-range shooting. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Your impression so far, Jim?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Roberto Carlos. And it's Gerrard. Shot could be on. Oh, the ball's come loose here.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And this is Rivaldo. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Tries to play it through, and this is Cruyff. Now that looks a decent ball. Cruyff receives it in a wide position. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Rui Costa! Oh, he'd love to have another go at that.
I don't think he can quite believe he didn't capitalise on that. He clearly fancied his chances.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Brazil leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. And the score is 1-0. Now it's Shevchenko and the through ball. Can he spark a counter here? Dani Olmo just eases him off the ball. So what can they make of this? Gattuso. Oh, good-looking ball. Great vision. Well, that is one way to stop him. And he shoots! And he's following up! Oh, good finish. And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter. But you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
So is that the decisive goal? Not much in the way of time remaining. Tries from distance. Odo. Albert Ferrer. Albert Ferrer. And that is as far as it goes. Brazil can probably lay claim to the title of having been the better side here. Certainly more results driven as they went about their business in Anif. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So it's down to business here. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air. And what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas.
And Messi! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And this is Luis Suarez. And the shot! Oh, what's he giving here? He's given a penalty. Brazil presented with a golden opportunity here. So this the chance to fire his team in front. What What a save from Peter Schmeichel! And we have our very first corner. And that has been knocked clear. And he thumps it clear. And the cross comes in. Now it's Mbappe. And he's intervened well there. Not the most accurate pass. Oh, a gilt-edged shot! Neymar! Goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And here's Mbappe. He's going for goal! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Maldini cuts it out. And here's Mbappe.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Well read, nice interception. Vieira. Rummenigge stood up well to him there. No, that's been intercepted. Spain have quite a reputation for being combative, confrontational, just in your face, Jim.
It's well rehearsed, Peter.
He'll try from distance! Oh, he's having a go! That has ended up in no man's land. Can he get on the end of this? Dani Olmo. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Now it's Luis Suarez. Batistuta powering forward here. Davids. No, again there's no way through. Neymar, a player who needs no introduction. Tries to pass it through. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Raya is there to clear. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Brazil have got it back, and they'll have another go.
Spain have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat.
He's having a pop! Now, who's going to be first? Oh, what has happened here? And again! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And that's a simple one for the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. That ball looks a good one. Messi receives it in a wide position. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Vieira. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Thuram. And here's Messi. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it. Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
And he's only too happy to take that back. Looking for options for movement. It's Luis Suarez! It's loose now and they want... Oh, shooting chance! Oh, it's hit the post! And they've got rid. Messi is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Nicely weighted ball. Messi! And needless to say, that deserved better.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Messi's cross. Batistuta. That's it, 45 minutes up. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Brazil finding themselves behind by just one goal at the break.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. So, into the second half.
Brazil can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
That's good running with the ball. Little doubt, that is a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. Well, this is worrying. He is not the sort of player who tends to stay down.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace.
Oh no, he's got that wrong. It's crossed into the middle. And the keeper gets his hands on it.
Was that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Oh, that pass isn't the best. Rui Costa conjures time and space where few can. Now it's Luis Suarez. And it's Roberto Carlos. And this is Luis Suarez. Suarez unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Brazil come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Now that looks a decent ball.
Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can.
Vieira. He's gone for goal! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Yeah, we can't fault him for the attempt, although it might have been a case of momentary tunnel vision then.
Cruyff. Mbappe in the hunt and looking threatening. Now it's Ronaldinho. He's having a hit! Oh, that's an excellent interception. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
Vieira. Tries one from range. And he's hit it long. The ball has bounced loose now. He's in a great position. He'll try from distance. A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And this is Batistuta. Caught offside that time. And that was nowhere near his best. Now it's Rui Costa. Looking to play him in. That is a great pick out. Goes for the header! And there's a goal! There seemed no way back, but they are level. Spectacular header. He really flung himself at that.
He had a decision to make and he got it bang on. You can't beat a diving header.
Brazil, here's a chance! Great strike, a test for the keeper.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
And it's Rui Costa. Now it's Cruyff. Rui Costa. And this is Batistuta. And it's been hooked away.
Brazil really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Tries from a long way out. And now the breakaway. Van Dijk promptly onto that, and that is that. And it's Vieira. Plays a... He's had a shot! Goal! Spain! And again they hit the front.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
Spain with the lead.
You have to credit the desire we've just seen here, Peter, the desire to stick to your task and keep on chipping away. Some might have backed off, but not this lot. This is very impressive.
Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card.
Spain nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Van Dijk. Ball played for Nesta. Aimed beyond the defence. And he skips past his man. He's got away. Keeper's dealt with that. He's going for goal! And that is certainly not what he had in mind. Agbadou. Time added on 4 minutes. Well, that is one way to stop him. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Rui Costa. Pass somewhat off target. And that will be it. Brazil perhaps feeling a little aggrieved with this final score. They clearly feel that their efforts warranted something more. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Brazil lost their way after falling behind early. Their concentration was weakened and their character, and that's cause for address.
So just... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. The Saitama Stadium looking a terrific picture as always. One of Asia's best purpose-built stadia. So that's got things underway. Sao Paulo have gone with what looks like an orthodox 4-4-2, Jim.
I think it gets a terrible raw deal these days. It's deemed old-fashioned, outdated, but in truth, with the right personnel, it works just as well as any other system or formation. Success can still be had with it, and teams are still winning big trophies with exactly this setup.
Now it's Maradona. He is through here. Oh, that is asking for decent chance. They've scored.
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
Simplicity itself.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
So, a breakthrough already. Dani Olmo. Rijkaard. This is a promising build-up. Tries to play it through. And again, he's sorted that out terrifically. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
It's run loose here. Dani Olmo. Cristiano Ronaldo. Real chance! And that's a tidy finish. And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's
Shot a goal! Goal! Sao Paulo! And again they hit the front. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
And here's Mbappe.
Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Dani Olmo cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
And no, that was never going to make it. And smartly reclaimed. Nicely weighted ball. Good take, and is he in? That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. And here's Mbappe.
Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. It's a throw-in. Rijkaard. And Dani Olmo. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Maradona. Batistuta. And Batistuta! Oh no, this does not look good. Batistuta's cross. Punched away. Oh, easy pickings there. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Luis Suarez, with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. That's an imaginative pass. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Looking for options for movement. Plays it across. And that has earned... Oh, he's been caught on it here! Gabriel with the clearance. And it's Henderson. That has been slung wide. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Busquets. Roberto Carlos. Passing is crisp and sharp. Jordan Henderson. Now, can they get him away? Davids. And the referee has blown for half-time. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. And here is the first touch of the second half.
Brazil really need...
Cruyff! And he couldn't finish.
Oh, the pass was sublime. The finish was substandard. What a disappointment.
Brazil do appear to have made a half-time change.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Busquets. Batistuta. Davids. And now the breakaway. Great vision. Now it's Cruyff. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he was alert to it. Busquets is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Oh, super ball! Gerrard, taken back almost at once. And here's Batistuta! And that's a sharp finish. And there's the goal they've been looking for. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
Sao Paulo now in a position far more desirable.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this? It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Cannavaro promptly onto that, and that is that. Roberto Carlos. Nesta tries to clear. Maradona. Brazil perhaps contemplating their next change here. And here's Shevchenko. Roberto Baggio. Roberto Baggio. And that is a little undercooked. And it's Shevchenko. Busquets. Oh, that's well spotted. Cruyff. Now it's Luis Suarez. Looking to play him in.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Now it's Shevchenko. Oh, no joy this time. Roberto Baggio. Busquets. Looking for the run. Knocks it into... There's the shot! Maradona. Jordan Henderson is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Oh, played right into his path. Davids kept his eye on it, and he's there.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Can he get it through? Luis Suarez, Gerrard, and a chance! And that's a good finish. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now, all of a sudden, it seems the belief is back.
Now it's Maradona.
Sao Paulo clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
And he's intervened well there. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Maradona. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Now it's Shevchenko. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Tries to get it clear. Brazil could be just about done here.
Well, I like to see, Peter, that they haven't given up yet, so the spirit burns on.
Davids. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Plays a sharp little ball here. Just 5 minutes left. Oh, that's a key interception.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Tonali. Spread out to the left. Oh, that looks a good ball through. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Sao Paulo with the corner, there first. Time added on will be 2 minutes. And he whips it in. And the keeper gets his hands on it. That's it. There will be time for no more. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be, and they go down by the odd goal. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a game of football. But